President Trump put a 90-day pause on all those tariffs they announced last week, but hiked them up for China 125%. That is huge. Now, the stock market roared back to life. The S&P saw one of its biggest climbs since World War II. It is a complete 180 from where we were 24 hours ago, and it's far from the first 180. We've done this a few times. We have seen record swings in our 401ks, and for millions of Americans, that actually doesn't mean a whole lot. What I mean is, most experts will tell you, if you're my age, for instance, or younger, stay the course. We have time on our side. We can wait for the market to bounce back. But millions of other Americans are dealing with a much different scenario, a lot scarier of a scenario. People preparing to retire. They are watching their nest egg go way up, and way down again. You wonder if this is even the right time to say it's time to start that next important chapter of life. I talked to a financial expert about how to navigate this with retirement on the horizon.
And what we always tell people is always make sure you have at least 6 to 12 months cash reserves. Now is a great time to spend some of the lower yielding instruments that you might have, those being predominantly cash in the bank. Don't be afraid to deplete down those assets. There are also strategies available to people where they could take what seems like a bad day in the market and they could do a Roth conversion. So someone in an IRA perhaps that's lost a little bit in their IRA, they could conceivably convert that into a Roth while the value of the investment is down. So when the market recovers, which it always does, that recovery will happen in a account that is then tax-free, which in reality gives that retiree more spendable dollars in retirement. So there are strategies that can be used to kind of help them offset the impact of market volatility.
Now, look, I know that was a little technical, and he was using some financial terms and that sort of thing, but I really like that advice, and I wanted you to hear it tonight, not because it's the right move for anyone and everyone, but because it is an actionable plan, something you can actually do. Most of the other interviews I've heard have been very generic with sound bites about staying the course and avoiding panic selling and that sort of thing. And while that might be true, I do like to showcase some actionable options as well. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I have no idea what the guy was talking about, that's okay. Rewind the interview, take some notes, call an advisor, get some advice from them, but make a plan and do it now.